I lost my son at the end of July. At that moment in time, during all that trauma, our family made a decision that we would donate his young, healthy organs so that others would have a second chance at life. Jeff was, well, he was young, and the type of person that Jeff was, his friends and his family meant everything.
He was like my best friend. He was so protective, like a normal older brother would be. He was perfect. He
was, you know, polite. He was funny. He was the type of guy that was the center of the party, the life of the party. Jeff, when we arrived here in St. John's, they were totally open to meet with us. Even it was like 12 o'clock at night, I think. We had the staff came and met with us about organ donation. Jeff wasn't neurologically, 100% neurologically deceased at the time. They couldn't call it. So we said, you know, like, let's look at what we could do further. I mean, it was non-survivable. We knew it was only a matter of time. They explained to us, you know, they kept thanking us for just considering it. You know, this may not happen, but thank you for considering it. And, you know, the organ procurement staff was amazing. Like, I mean, they're almost like earth angels, I guess. As a mother, I was still freaking out, you know? Like, my child was neurologically dead, but his heart was still beating and he was still there. So there was times you want to run, you know, pack it all in and run, but they kept you focused, they kept you calm. And I remember saying to Jody and my husband, my daughter and my husband, I said, you know, let's give families a good phone call rather than a bad phone call we had. You know, those people that are out there waiting on a transplant list, they can use the organs that our son has that are still viable. At the time, I guess, we were obviously caught in our own grief, but we do understand, being from small communities, the importance of sharing, the importance of community, and the importance of fellow man. It hasn't lessened my grief, but it puts a smile on my face in the days that the grief is bad. And it matters. It really, really matters, because in the back of your mind, you know you've lost your child. But you know there's somebody else's child or husband or wife or grandparent out there. There's other families that are as rejoicing probably as much as you're grieving. And that's gotta matter, right?
Well, for me, it's a part of my brother. You know, it's a part of my brother and someone else. Just to know that, like, his heart's still beating is just, it's calming.
So you really need to talk to your friends, you need to talk to your family, you need to make sure as many as possible get the message out there, because you don't know who is going to have probably a clear mind in that time of tragedy to be able to say, hold on a second, you know, your loved one wanted to be an organ donor, did you know? I don't think truly it meant for Jeff to be living on, but a part of him and a part of his kindness and who he was would help others. You know, have a second chance at life. Smile. Be the, you know, the center of the party.